Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Hope you are having a great one and settling in for another, oh, it's over there, JP's Faves video reaction, listening to a song that I know that I love, that's one of my favorites, or in some capacity I really enjoy, and sharing that with you guys, serving it up to you on a platter. Today we are listening to Massive Attack. You've always seen Mezzanine back there, but we're going to listen today to this track off of their album 100th Window. This is going to be their fourth studio album, released in 2003. The track will be What Your Soul Sings. It actually features Sinead O'Connor as well. Now, I chose this particular track because it is a favorite, and I feel like this album, 100th Window from Massive Attack, of which everyone knows, trip-hop legends, Mezzanine, probably their most well-known album, and, you know, all of their albums are classics, that's no doubt, maybe of varying degrees, but great nonetheless. But with 100th Window, I always felt like this album itself is a little bit underrated. I think that it's a change from their other albums. It's a change and a shift tonally from their other work, but I really like it. It has this kind of, I don't even know how to say it. It has this kind of weird, futuristic, clean, dense sound that's just totally unique in their discography. And I think that this is one of those tracks that kind of perfectly captures and encapsulates that sound. So let's go ahead and listen to it. I'll let you guys be the judge, of course. Obviously you already know I like it, so there's nothing new on that end. But I'm curious as to what you all think. So let's go ahead and listen to it. We'll talk about it a little bit after. What Your Soul Sings. Here we go. It's a good one. It's a really good one. That glitchiness, and listen when the bass comes in. I'll be quiet. Listen to the bass. This album has that glitchiness, that something's just different. So of course, this video is one of those it's more for you guys. You guys tell me what you're thinking. How are you feeling? What are you thinking listening to that? Maybe you're familiar with Massive Attack. Maybe you've only listened to, Mezzanine or, whatever. Maybe like you're not familiar with this album. Isn't the sound completely different? When I listen to this album, it makes me think of like some very futuristic city that is so clean. Like there's no crime, there's no, I don't know, dirt, there's no pollution. Like it's just a clean city. But it's so clean and so pristine that it's almost dystopian. Like that's what I kind of hear and see when I'm listening to this track and this album, in that it's so pure that it almost has this like, where's the humanity part left? But I mean that in the best way possible with this. That's just the imagery it gets me. But this track is so cool. I love this glitchy, dense electronic atmosphere that is just looming in the back, especially by the bass that is just, to me, hauntingly melodic. The deep thump of the drums when that does come in. The glitchy skitterings that are happening constantly in the back. There's a little bit of harp, I believe, that's being played in here. That's going to be performed by Scala Conga. Like, there's just all these little details that are also happening in the back, like little footsteps in the back. But Sinead is just ethereal, just a wonderful angel to whisperly kind of lead you through this clean dystopian state. And I just love how she approaches this. I love how the band approaches this. The spaces and the stops allowing for some more space to kind of come in. You have that thick atmosphere of the electronics and of the bass, but then there's those moments where all that's stripped away, it goes into the verse, and then Sinead kind of leads you, and then you're just left with that thump of the drums and a lot of emptiness. Like, there's a lot of great atmosphere that's just built in here from the keys and the electronics and everything else involved. It has its climaxes. It has those moments that, for as soft as this song is, it has those rises and those falls, and it really just does have a great journey to it. And I love the sound of it. I love how thick the sound is put on. And the rest of the album travels through very similar places as well. So I'm just curious as to what people think about this. Don't be afraid. Open your mouth and say what your soul sings to you, which is a lovely sentiment, by the way. Your mind can never change unless you ask it to. Lovingly rearrange the thoughts that make you blue. Can I just tell you that I love like how she sings this, and the message, of course, as well. Like, speak your truth, speak yourself, but also don't be afraid to change. Like, you can change if you wanted to. If you want to change, don't be so stuck in your ways and your views. Be open to change and interpretation, and possibly to growth. The thoughts that make you blue, the things that bring you down, only do harm to you. And so make your choice joy. The joy belongs to you. I love that. That self-ownership of joy is lovely. And when you do, you'll find the one you love is you. Isn't that like a great sentiment there? Don't be ashamed to open your heart and pray. Say what your soul sings to you. So no longer pretend that you can't feel it near, that tickle in your hand, that tingle in your ear. Ask it anything because it loves you dear. It's your most precious king. If only you could hear. You have to open your ear to hear the knowledge, to listen. And when you do, you'll find the only one you need is you, is love. I think that is just fantastic. I think that this is sensational. I love this album. I think it's incredibly underrated in their discography, which, okay, they have some heavy hitters, so it's understandable. But I think that it's one of those albums that just needs to be talked about, perhaps a little bit more, in its glitchiness and all of that stuff happening there. Anyway, sorry for hitting the microphone. Let me know what you guys thought of it, of course, in the comments down below. I hope that you're enjoying this little series, this little diversion of JP's Faves. Enjoy the rest of your day. Let me know your thoughts, of course, like I said, and I will see you all later. Bye, guys.